All right, let me start the recording. Hello, everybody. This is our final call before we go to Bali. We're going to Bali. You're going to just let me dance again. I just wanted to go through a few things and see if there's any questions, but at the moment only Donna could make it live, so Donna gets to ask all her questions. I'll post the link to this video in the group, and I did a quick Facebook Live earlier saying, you know, we're going on the call now. So if you could just keep all your extra questions to within the thread of either this video or the other one I just did, just because I'm going to have a really crazy busy week getting ready to go and I don't want to miss your questions. Okay, so what I might do is I'll just run through what's on my list, which is kind of all logistical stuff. So we talked about preparing, you know, the spirit and the mind on the previous call, but today it's like, right, what's the stuff we've got to do so we can get there? And there's not much because we've already talked about a lot of it, but number one, I just wanted to remind you all that you must have 6 months left on your passport when you enter Bali to get the visa. So hopefully you've all just double checked that your passports aren't about to expire. So if it expires within the next 6 months, then get your butt down to a passport office and get it extended. You can actually get that stuff done in 24 hours. So, but hopefully everyone's okay. What's that?
You can, but you'll pay through your nose through it, but hey, it has to be done, has to be done.
Yeah. Well, my ex actually showed up at the airport not realising that his passport was expiring, I don't know, like a month after leaving Greece or something like that, and they didn't let him on the flight. So he was only delayed by 24 hours because he got a brand new passport issued.
Wow, so, that's impressive. Can be done.
Anything can be done. So number one, passports. Number two, travel insurance. Just all make sure that you've got some travel insurance. Usually you get it, you know, if you're booking your ticket through a travel agent or direct, you can add travel insurance. Just obviously, you know, read the fine print, make sure it gives you the kind of cover you would need, which would be medical stuff, you know, medical evacuation, and also things like, because Bali's got volcanoes, ash clouds and sulfur and things like that, you know, because sometimes there's an ash cloud and you get stranded and you've got to pay for an extra week's accommodation. There's worse places on earth to be stuck, but just a reminder about that. Carrie, I think, did a fair bit of research and she grilled the RAA and she was really happy with their policy, so if that helps. There's that. So, yeah, passports, travel insurance. Somebody asked me about vaccinations. I don't think you need vaccinations for Bali. That's me personally. Some people would like to go and get every shot under the sun every time they leave their state. But Donna, you travel a lot. Do you bother going to get every single shot? Like, I'm not into vaccinations anyway, can I just say?
Yeah.
I'm very anti-vaccinations, but that's a whole other story.
For South America I had to, and for Nepal, so because we're in some pretty dodgy regions, so I've had everything including rabies, so I'm sorted.
Yeah. Okay, so if you bite us, we're safe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to worry about it for Bali, but there is one important thing for Bali that I think is the key to not getting Bali belly. Bali belly, in my opinion, has very little to do with food and everything to do with the water. So do not drink the water out of the tap. Do not even brush your teeth with it. In fact, what I do is I always have a water bottle next to the sink, and then I rinse my toothbrush with that. So I never stick my toothbrush under the running tap, and I never put, you know, that water near my mouth. Because if you go down to the local stream and you see how much rubbish is swimming around in their creeks, and you know, this is even in places where they clean it up regularly. Like, it's a real problem. The Western world has brought them all this plastic, but not showed them how to take care of it and how to deal with it. So it is an issue. So don't drink the water. Don't brush your teeth with it. I don't even rinse my toothbrush with it. And I think that is the secret to, hang on, I've got Robin joining us, which is good.
Hi, Robin.
Hey, Robin. Just going to mute you guys.
Hello.
Now, hi. We can't see you, though.
No, I don't know. I'm on my phone. I'm
okay.
Here with my dad. It's the only way I could fit it in.
Good. Cool. I'm just going to mute you guys because there's a bit of background noise now with three of us. And it's only Donna and you, Robin, and me, and I'm recording it for everybody else. So all you've missed, as I've said make sure you've got some travel insurance. Think about things like ash cloud cover and medical evacuation cover and things like that, just in case. Double check that your passport has at least 6 months left on it. And I think it's from the date you return. Maybe not, but just to be safe, I would say that. Talked about, I don't think you need vaccinations for Bali. Somebody asked me about that. And yeah, the key thing with Bali is just don't drink the water. Don't drink the water. Don't brush your teeth with it. Don't rinse your toothbrush with it. Just have a bottle of, water from the shop and use that to rinse it. And Donna just said she always packs Gastrostop, Imodium and Hydrolyte. Yeah, they're really good things to have. And where we're staying, there's actually a chemist like 50 metres down the street. So we're just off the main road. And basically if you walk down to the main road, across the street from us is a chemist. And last time Christina's tonsils flared up and I thought, oh, shivers. And they even sell antibiotics over the counter in Bali. You can just get a strip of antibiotics, which I'm not into antibiotics ever. I avoid them like the plague. But in this case, I was like, thank you, universe, for delivering me antibiotics over the counter. And she was fine and we got through it. So she just needed them. And, you know when your kid needs them. So anyway, there's a chemist that's really well stocked and they're really helpful. So that's kind of that stuff. Then just a reminder, please bring your yoga mats. Robin, you and I talked about that. You're covered. Bring your yoga mats in your beautiful mat carrier bags that I gave you. They should be fine as cabin luggage. Just if you have that and a handbag or like a handbag-ish, women's handbags tend to be the size of cabin luggage anyway, then you're fine with pretty much every airline. I think everyone's traveling Jetstar anyway. Also make sure that you bring your notebooks and a pen every morning we're going to do yoga and then meditation, and I'm going to get you guys to do some processes there as well before we head off to breakfast. So bring your notebook and a pen every morning and to bring it to evening meditation as well. I'll remind you of this when we get there anyway. Also, just what to bring to wear, that question again. Really, for our Come As Your Future Self night, come as dressed up as you want to be. Basically, that night, we are going to act as if it is our 5-year reunion all night long. It's really good fun. And so if in 5 years' time you just want to be a bum on a beach, then come dressed as a bum on a beach. If in 5 years' time you want to be standing up on stage delivering, a talk, or you want to be having some big opening ceremony or like launching a book or whatever, and you want to be all dressed up, come all dressed up. If you want to be covered in $1 million notes and you can find enough of them, come covered in $1 million notes. So whatever works for you. The key thing is we're going to be acting as if. So you can dress up as fun. It is fun to kind of dress up a little bit. It gets you in the mood and into character, because it's actually quite a challenge all night long to talk as your future self and to act like you are that person. Like, it's the best exercise ever in really getting congruent, because you can't let your old shit come in. People will pull you up on it and go, who is that talking? So it's really cool. And it's cool to dress up, because dressing up kind of helps you change your personality a little bit, because that's what's involved. If you want things in future that you don't have now, it's going to involve a shift in your personality, in your state of being. So dressing up, I find, is really helpful. And so that's Come As Your Future Self. And then we've got the Heaven on Earth night, where we're just going to be celebrating that, we're living it, heaven on earth. And I'd like everybody dressed in white. I know, Robin, you're not going to wear white. That's okay. You can wear black and be the devil if you want. But if everyone's dressed in white, it's a really beautiful night, and we'll do a few little meaningful ceremonies and things like that night. So they're the only two things that you really need to think about. Oh, what am I going to take along to wear? Other than that, sarongs, shorts, bikinis, and you're fine. The other thing I'd like you to bring is some sort of symbol of the old you, your old life, your old ways of being that you'd like to leave behind. Now, it doesn't have to be anything huge. And in fact, it's going to be something you're happy to leave behind. So we'll be doing some journaling and some little rituals and things like that. But I think it's really powerful for you to bring something from here that you go, when I return from this trip to Bali, that will no longer be me. So you can bring something like don't bring something really valuable that you don't want to let go of. Bring something, like if it's your engagement ring from your previous marriage or something, don't just pawn it. Use the money to pay for your flights to Bali. But so even just photos, old photos of the old you, like a time in your life, your wedding ring. Well, if you're happy to leave it behind. I mean, I ditched my wedding dress. I gave it to the salvos and stuff like that. So, Donna was just about to write wedding ring as well. Yeah, so photos are probably a really good thing. Or if you've got, just little bracelets or costume jewelry, anything that kind of when you look at it, you go, that is a good symbol of what the me that I'm happy to leave behind. Bring it along and we'll take care of that. Because when you return from this trip, you will no longer be the same person. You will have changed. And not only that, I'm going to teach you a method that you can continue to use to keep making those changes. So everything that I know about the unconscious, everything that I know about creating life deliberately, I've put together the Effectology manifesting method. And that's what I'm going to teach you on this trip. And that's what we're going to spend most of our time practicing. It's a combination of a few different modalities and techniques that are really, really powerful, and a really powerful way to connect with the universal mind, connect into the quantum field, and make those shifts at the cellular level, like at the energetic level within you, so that when you come out of that meditation, you are not the same person as when you went into that meditation. And that'll be something that you guys will have as a framework to take back home with you and to keep using over and over and over again. It's really beautiful and it's really powerful. So that is what we're going to be focusing on mostly at this retreat. It's level 3. It's the game of conscious creation. It's not about teaching you 20 billion other new things. It's about solidifying, going deeper, having that deeper level of experience and understanding so that you can be more stable, more balanced, more centered in your everyday life and have the tools to take you from whatever level you're at to wherever you want to go next, and to be able to keep doing it over and over and over again. It's a conscious evolution, and I'm going to give you the tools for that conscious evolution. So there are really only 3 things we're going to focus on in this retreat. Number 1 is raising your vibration and knowing how to do that, knowing how to feel into it, knowing how to consciously do it, because that is the key. If you don't raise your vibration, you can't communicate with the quantum field. You're stuck like on the physical plane and in whatever reality you've created for yourself so far. Number 2 is we're going to focus on that feeling and that knowing of merging with the universal mind, with the collective unconscious, because that is the point of creation. That is where you get to actually change things. And the third one is we're going to practice everybody's favorite, surrender, which is when you know that you've done all you needed to do and it is not your work to second guess and micromanage and work out all the details and keep worrying and keep doing the processes over and over again just to make sure they work. It's when you know that you've done what you needed to do. And what surrender actually is letting go of resistance. That's all it is. It's releasing the resistance. It's letting go of the worry. It's letting go of the doubt. It's letting go of all the things that are stopping you from getting to where you want to get to, from having the experiences you want to have. So they're the 3 things we're going to focus on, and we're going to do it in a very gentle, very lovely way. You're going to have lots of downtime. It's not going to be like a million workshop sessions and writing notes and that sort of thing. We did that in level 2 and in level 1, but now it's time to just sit with it and really get into it. So it is exactly what you all need right now, which is why you're all in level 3, right? You've all done level 1, you've all done level 2. You are now ready for level 3. And I know for some of you, like Jackie and Donna, it's been a while since you've done that stuff because you're not in my masterclass where we actually go through it every month and we go deeper. But you guys wouldn't be on the retreat. And in fact, I wouldn't have let you register for the retreat if I didn't know that you're absolutely ready for this. No one's coming on this retreat who's going to bring a whole lot of shit and baggage and try to dump it on everybody else. There's not a single person on this retreat who is in victim mode. Everybody on this retreat knows that they are the creator of their life experience and is committed to improving on that and taking more ownership, more responsibility, and making it a joyful, beautiful process of everlasting creation. So I'm freaking excited. Okay, that's me done talking. Now let me just see who's got questions. I'm just going to unmute all of you. Hey, Jackie, gorgeous. Where do I do that? I got so excited. I don't even know where my buttons are anymore. I'm just unmuting everybody so that I can hear you when you say me. All right, Jackie, you missed the start of that. Do you want me to do a very fast recap of the logistical things that I covered at the start? Yeah. Number one, make sure you've got some travel insurance. Think about, what if I have to be airlifted? I don't like thinking like this, but you know what? Set it up and then it's done. Travel insurance.
I spent my last holiday in the Bali International Hospital, so travel insurance is a must.
Yeah, you're not going back there. So
no. I'm on the phone here.
Sorry, Robin's dad's wondering what she's saying. Hang on, I'm just going to mute you for a sec because there's a lot of background noise suddenly. So travel insurance, make sure you've got sufficient medical. Also think about things like ash cloud. So ask those questions when you set it up. Number two, make sure your passport's got 6 months from when you return still left on it so that they let you into the country. You get your visa on arrival. You don't have to pay for it anymore. So it used to be, I think, $58 you had to pay when you arrived. Don't have to pay that anymore. Indonesian government decided to waive that, which is crazy because they would have been making a mozza. Anyway, we're good. And then I just said, don't worry, like the only thing to worry about in Bali in terms of health and Bali belly and all of that, in my opinion, is do not drink the water. Do not brush your teeth with it. Do not rinse your toothbrush with it. Just get a water bottle. We've got we'll be supplied water bottles anyway. You should always have one in your room and drink lots because you need it. It's warm and we're coming out of winter. But just have a water bottle by your sink like I do, and I just rinse my mouth with that. I'll rinse my toothbrush with that, and that's it. So my toothbrush never goes under the tap, ever, ever, ever. And I think that's the trick because, the food's got crap loads of chili in it most of the time, especially the street food. So that kills any bacteria. So it can't be the food. I think it's just the water. That's why people get Bali belly. And bring your yoga mats, bring your notebook and a pen to the morning and evening sessions, and bring a symbol of the old you. So you're going to return from this trip, Jackie, a totally different person to who left. And you want to make that a really powerful symbol, right? And when I say totally different, it's not that there's anything wrong with you, but you want to evolve. You want to move to another place. So bring something that's a symbol of the old you, and probably like a photo or something small is really good. I haven't decided exactly what we're doing with it. We may need to burn it. I'd like to burn it. So if it's something flammable, that's ideal. But sometimes, like I wanted to do a Chinese lantern ceremony, but you can't do that with the thatched roofs. Like you're going to set fire to all of the wood, and I certainly don't want to do that. So I'm going to have to be a little bit careful. Last time. All right. So any questions now that I've just done a very fast recap?
No, all good.
All good? So Jackie, you got my response to how many massages can I fit in?
All of them, yes.
Cool. I'll do a little schedule for massages, and you guys will have that. So, and I've given you the schedule already, so you've got an idea. And then, there's actually a place across the road that I've already road tested on my last visit. And because there's a lot of cheap places, but some of them are really dodgy, like the towels are smelly and stuff. But this place is actually quite nice, and it is very cheap. And if anybody wants to go and have a really special treatment, like I know an awesome place where they hand make all their oils, all their lotions. You can actually go there and do workshops with them on hand making stuff. And it's in the rice fields. It's the most beautiful rooms, and like an hour and a half where you finish off with like a yogurt or seaweed treatment, that sort of thing. And then you slip into a beautiful bath, and it's gorgeous. Like it's just spectacular. You never want to leave. There is like $25. So if somebody wants to splurge and go there, I'll give you the details if you want to sneak out during our free time. It's in Indika Spa, and it's like you'll need to catch a scooter or go for quite a long walk to go there. But you know, like it's like quick scooter ride up. So it's just up the hill behind Ubud. That's a really beautiful place. Yeah. But if you just want a really cheap massage, that's across the street. And we've got the poolside ones anyway, where the girls are coming into us. So awesome. All right. Any other questions or comments on any of that? Everyone's good? Oh, good. Beautiful. Too easy. So transfers are all organised. The sign at the airport will just say Miriam Castilla for everybody, because I was just worried, you know, what if they get the wrong sign on the wrong day and Donna shows up but there's a sign saying Rebecca, you know. So I went, just put Miriam Castilla on the sign for everybody. Everybody's Miriam Castilla. That way we can't go wrong. Cool.
There's a thought.
Perfect.
Good. Who's excited?
Me.
When I'm on the plane.
I know. And everyone's got travel buddies. I'm so happy.
Yeah,
so
that's so awesome.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice. All right. Well, I can't wait to see you all in Bali, beautiful people.
Look forward to it, Miriam.
Okay. I'm just going to unmute Robin so she can say goodbye as well. See you, Robin.
Bye-bye.
All right.
I'm excited.
See you all in Bali.
Yeah.
Miriam.
Bye-bye.
Guys.
Bye.